What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor, in case you didn't know. That's icydk.blog. Once again, icydk.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices in the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we don't miss one video. Let's go. So you don't miss one video. We want to get this started off with Halle and DDG. Look, Halle Bailey and DDG, and looks like DDG has unfollowed Halle, and he tweeted this: "All these girls the same. Ain't no way." He then unfollowed Halle and took all her pictures down from his social media. Now, after people started making a big deal about it and noticing it, he went and followed her back, but the pictures are still down. She also unfollowed him, but she's still following his mama. So people want to know whether this was a breakup. Is it just a fight? You know, people are getting on DDG trying to say, you got girls coming out saying she's Holly's and Chloe's older sister. She looks like them, but I didn't know that they had another sister. Coming out saying, don't be trying to, what you're not going to do is make Halle look like you trying to insinuate that she cheated on you when you know she's not that type of girl. You know, Halle don't play those internet games, this, that, and the third. So, you know, she came out like she's saying she's Halle Bailey's older sister. So I'm not sure whether that's her or not, but I know she needed a new car, whoever she was. That tweet, all these girls are the same. And everybody, mostly people on Twitter saying, if DDG and Halle broke up, then he's definitely the problem. You know, nobody's going to blame Halle. I heard people saying, even if Halle cheated, we don't care. She's our little mermaid. So Holly's not going to get the brunt of it no matter what happens. You know I had seen a picture floating around with Halle standing next to some dude. He was smiling. She was like she wasn't arm in arm, anything like that. It looked like they were just standing talking to each other. And people are saying, oh, this is what made DDG unfollow her. We'll have to see. To me, I never thought they were a good match. I never thought they were a good match. But I don't think that it's over yet. I'm thinking maybe he saw that there was no talk going, there was no buzz surrounding him whatsoever. And sometimes these Hollywood couples, to try to draw up buzz, they'll say, oh, let's fake a breakup. So we'll see if it's true or not. Moving on to Sam Smith and his big ass. So he is continuously getting dragged. I'm actually shocked that so many people are dragging him, but good, rightfully so. After the performance or that ritual, that demonic ritual that he put on, that he called a performance with Kim Petras at the Grammys when they performed the song Unholy. He was performing the song. It was like a reenactment of kind of like a orgy sort of thing, where all of the dancers, I think it's called like an enchanted circle or something like that, enchanted dance circle, where all of the dancers were surrounding him. Then he came out, he had the devil horns on. I'm clear as day. The whole scenery was red. He's got the devil horns on. And in social media, people like Megyn Kelly, Elon Musk, several media persons, are obviously right-wingers, but they were absolutely killing him. It says here the Grammys featured the Sam Smith demonic performance and was sponsored by Pfizer. That's a lot of things everybody brought up. And the Satanic Church now has an abortion clinic in NM that requires its patients to perform a satanic ritual before services. So I guess that's a clinic in New Mexico. American Christians need to get to work. So Sam Smith, people, I don't know if he's responded yet, but he's going to have to make a statement. He's got to make a statement. And my question to the Grammy board and Grammy members are this: if it was not okay for Nicki Minaj to perform with a fake pope, then why is it okay for Sam Smith to perform as Satan or as Lucifer? Elon Musk just said end of days. Said his Grammy performance. Elon just said end of days. Let me know down in the comments, does Sam Smith deserve to get dragged? Or are you one of those people who say, oh, they're only dragging him because he's homosexual and that song is basically about being sexually liberated? Let me know down in the comments. Moving on to your girl, Bacallus. Cardi B. So it looks as though Cardi B and Offset will be the next celebrities to get their own meal at McDonald's. The Cardi B and Offset meal, quarter pounder with cheese, cheeseburger, BBQ sauce, large fries, apple pie, large high-C orange laverburst, and a large Coca-Cola. That looks like that's going to be their meal, and it is at your McDonald's. Your participating McDonald's. So it looks like Sweetie had to crawl so Cardi B and Offset could walk. Shout out to Sweetie. Now, a lot of people are commenting on Cardi B on social media. Since, as we all know, it's been seen that she was breaking up an argument or disagreement with the Migos. And people are saying on social media, you know why Cardi B is everyone's favorite? Because she's been her authentic self since day one. She threw a shoe during New York Fashion Week and was sitting next to Anna Wintour the next day. She has court cases and one album, but still invited to award shows. And they were saying that's why she is loved by everyone. And then there was a person that answered and said, yeah, I just wonder if a black ambiguous woman would get the same pass as Cardi B gets, or would they just be labeled a bitter black female, stuff like that? So someone else said, plus what she raps about is really her life, things that have happened, keeps happening, and more. No sugar-coated, no added flavor, just Cardi all through, too authentic. Now glad the fighting and gang S are over though, because one of those cases did scare me. Laughing emoji. Now, I'm going to say this, and here's my take on it. I want to respond to I'm going to assume it was a black woman who said, I wonder if an ambiguous black woman would get the same pass or, pretty much the same, empathy that Cardi B gets. Here's my answer to that. And people have to understand. The people who are giving Cardi B passes are black people. It's black women and black men who are giving her the pass. Black women, black men, and Latino women and men. White people aren't giving her the pass. White people think of her as an N-word just like everybody else. I don't know whether y'all know that or not, but in the industry, outside the industry, they think of Cardi B as an N-word. So they don't give her a pass. The ones who are giving her a pass are black people and Latino people. Now, granted, she is liked, among the industry with non-black people because a lot of them just like her personality, right? A lot of them think she's genuine and they like her personality. She's nice to basically everybody she meets. And everyone just basically says it's a pleasure to meet her. She doesn't come across as someone who's always angry. She doesn't come across as someone who's fake, right? Mostly everyone that's met her has good things to say about her. I haven't really come across anybody that was like, yo, I met Cardi B and she was a B word. Right? So and that doesn't happen often, especially with, the females, the women in the game. Right? So that's a reason why a lot of people can give her a pass. But as far as saying, will she get the same pass as black women? Well, you need to talk to other black women about that because they're the ones giving her the pass. Because white people, they look at Cardi B like this. She ain't white. She got color. And she's married to an N-word, so that makes her an N-word. That's the way they look at it. Trust me. especially inside the industry. That's the way they look at it. They don't look at her and say, "Oh, we're gonna give her a pass because she's Latina, she's not black." No, they look at us the same. All right. That word, know what they call that word? A spigger. A spigger. You can put together those two words and figure out what I mean. And finally, we're going to end it with Madonna. And Madonna has responded back to all the criticism about the way her face looked, during the Grammy weekend and during the Grammys. So Madonna says, "You won't break my soul," to quote Beyonce. This was Madonna's response to everyone who was judging her by her looks at the Grammys. "It was an honor for me to introduce Kim Petras and Sam Smith at the Grammys. I wanted to give the last award, which was Album of the Year, but I thought it was more important that I present the first trans woman performing at the Grammys. A history-making moment, and on top of that, she won a Grammy. Instead of focusing on what I said in my speech, which was about giving thanks for fearlessness of artists like Sam and Kim, many people chose to only talk about close-up photos of me taken with a long lens camera by a press photographer that would distort anyone's face. Once again, I am caught in the glare of ageism and misogyny that permeates the world we live in. A world that refuses to celebrate women past the age of 45 and feels the need to punish her if she continues to be strong-willed, hardworking, and adventurous. I have never apologized for any of the creative choices I've made, nor the way that I look or dress, and I'm not going to start. I have been degraded by the media since the beginning of my career, but I understand that this is all a test, and I am happy to do the trailblazing so that all the women behind me can have an easier time in the years to come. In the words of Beyonce, "You won't break my soul." I look forward to many more years of subversive behavior, pushing boundaries, standing up to the patriarchy, and most of all, enjoying my life. Bow down, B words. Now, let me just say this. I get where Madge is coming from. I don't like the disrespect of Madonna. Like Madonna, regardless of her color, regardless of what she looks like, she is a queen. She's the queen of pop. She deserves respect, right? She has given respect to our culture. She has influenced a lot in the gay culture, gay community, right? She deserves her flowers for that. And to her to speak on what she means about misogyny, Mick Jagger and all these people and men, even younger men that's gotten stuff done in their face, Botox, this, that, and the other. LL Cool J's had Botox, you could tell. Other men can get plastic surgery and nothing's ever said. But Madonna, people have something to say when she gets a facelift. Same thing happens with Cardi B. She touched her face, everybody got something to say. But men can do it all the time. But with that withstanding, Madonna, I don't think it's about ageism. Because if you were up there, Diana Ross is older than you, right? People don't really talk about Diana Ross. Diana Ross, just looks like an older version of herself. I just think it is the refusal of you to just grace your age. Just grace your age. There's so many women in the industry that are the same age as you, or older than you. Look at Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone is older than you. She doesn't look like that. And what I think it is, what I think Madge fails to understand is that her diehard fans, they don't care what she looks like. So you don't have to look young for them. They know they're getting old with you. They've been on this journey with you since you were, 21 years old. So your diehard fans, they don't want you to look young. You don't have to look young or try to look young to try to, engage a younger audience. Because all you're going to do is end up getting this. People insulting you and making fun of you. Just embrace your age, and hell, whoever accepts you is going to accept you as the queen. I don't agree with all of the name calling and the insults, but I also, it may be a little misogynistic in there, but I don't really agree that it's ageism. I just think because they get on Cardi B about her face and she's only 30. So I don't really think it's ageism. I just think you're trying to look younger and you're 64 years old. And you don't have to do that. You're the queen of pop. All right? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.